all the best boxing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
Fighters are in the ring, and we will have the official introductions from Michael Buffer.
New York City. The three judges assigned ringside for this next bout will be Tommy Kazmarek, Julie Letterman, and Steve Weisfeld. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Pete Santiago. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing. This is in the middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, black and bringing a professional record consisting of 20 victories, including 13 knockouts, with 4 defeats and 5 bouts even. From Houston, Texas, here is Cool Joe Garcia. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, trimmed with white, this 2000 U.S. Olympian and bronze medalist now has a perfect professional record consisting of 8 bouts, 8 victories, including 6 knockouts. From Little Rock, Arkansas, the undefeated Jermain Bad Intentions Taylor.
Taylor, Garcia. Okay, we're going on the New York State Athletic Commission rules. I expect a clean fight between both of you. Watch your head, watch the rag punches behind the neck, okay? Good luck to both of you, touch gloves.
The judges for this fight, Tom Kazmarek, Julie Letterman, and Steve Weisfeld.
Ready? Clear. All right, time. Box.
Round 1, scheduled for 8, featuring the man in the red trunks, Jermain Taylor, bronze medalist from the 2000 Olympics. He has gradually worked his record up to 8-0. He has said that he's on schedule. He doesn't feel like he's being rushed or he's not getting enough fights. Everything just seems to be on schedule. He's satisfied. He made his debut in January of 2001. And he had 7 fights in 2001, and he's had 1 fight so far this year, March 15th. Has a good jab, known as a power puncher, and he can dictate the pace of the fight. And he's in with a tough fighter, Joe Cool Garcia from Houston, who will stand right in front of him. There won't be any movement from Joe Garcia. He's at a disadvantage. Taylor with the great reach, bouncing up and down on his toes. Taylor is a no-nonsense fighter. Very workmanlike. There's a right hand. Usually what he's had to do in recent fights is to cut off the ring, because he's been in with a few guys who have gotten backpedaling and running and getting on their bicycle, and he's had to cut off the ring, but he's not going to have that problem with Joe Garcia, who's just standing right in front of him. It hasn't done much. Taylor working the jab. 1 minute remaining in round 1. He has a good right cross. Taylor has used that right cross to, there it is. You just saw it. Good right cross, hard left jab. During his amateur career, he had trouble with southpaws, but he's facing an orthodox fighter here in this fight, and believe me, he is orthodox. Flat-footed. A wicked hard left jab off Garcia's forehead. There's another jab. Taylor whips that jab out with authority. Doubles the left hand to the body and the head. Round 2. Round 1 dominated by Taylor. You could probably score it a 10-8 round. Joe Garcia didn't do very much. Just took a counter left from Taylor. Taylor's jab is very good. He has the reach against this opponent. It's been said in boxing, the jab is everything. It sets everything up. Probably Pernell Whitaker was the first fighter to talk about the jab and how important it is, because a lot of young fighters today look for a knockout. Taylor showing a good, solid left jab. Joe Garcia absorbing that jab. Garcia threw a left and took a counter left. A couple of hard shots to Garcia's body. Jermain Taylor 8-0 so far in his young career. Began his boxing career as an amateur in 1992, so he's been at it for 10 years. 23 years of age. And what is good about Taylor is he's businesslike. Highly touted because of his Olympic bronze medals. And he's been in with some opponents that he didn't have difficulty with, and probably could have done a little showboating, but he hasn't. Garcia just landed a left to Taylor's midsection. Obviously, Taylor has the speed, the quickness advantage, and he immediately counters if Garcia tries to throw anything. Second round action. There's a left. Garcia slams it into Taylor's midsection. 10 seconds remaining here in round 2. Taylor in control. And here we go, round 3. Garcia able to absorb some good shots here through 2 rounds. And you heard them tell Garcia between rounds that Taylor's an Olympian and he's pacing himself, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's not hurrying things. He's not trying to be terribly sensational. He's just doing a very businesslike job on a fighter who's standing right in front of him. Flat-footed. Joe Garcia from Houston takes a left jab to the face. Garcia turned pro in 1985, and then he was inactive from 1990 to 97. Started up his career again in 1998, and then skipped the whole 2000 season. Taylor slamming away, and a counter right from Garcia. Taylor showing good speed of movement. Garcia landing a left to Taylor's midsection. And that's about all Garcia is going to have to score with, one punch at a time. I doubt if he's going to get off any combinations. Taylor just too quick for him. And he's dropping that left hand. Taylor tried to come over the top with his right hand. using the jab. There it is. That's a perfect example of Taylor's speed, his hand speed. Under a minute to go in round 3. Madison Square Gardens Theater, the site of many big-time fights here in the Garden. Here's an overhand right. Knocked Garcia off his balance. His face starting to show redness from that jab. That jab is so quick. Overhand right. Garcia tried to counter, and Taylor countered. 10 seconds remaining here in round 3. There's the jab again. Time. Round 4 in a fight dominated by the Olympian in the red trunks, Jermain Taylor, fighting Joe Garcia in the black trunks. And Joe has been standing right in front of Taylor and taking some wicked, stiff, hard left jabs. Taylor doubling the left.
Watch the shoulder, baby, right?
Come on, Joe, double jab, Joe, snap.
Joe Garcia trying to get off some combinations, but he gets off maybe one punch.
That's it, Joe, that's it. Left hand, get off the rope, Joe, get off the rope.
In the corner, got him in the corner.
2-1, that's it, Joe. That's it, stop him, stop the jab. Snap him.
As long as Taylor keeps using that jab, that's everything comes off that jab. Garcia just backing up into the corner. Garcia appears to be in survival mode at this point, but he's tough. He's absorbing a lot of shots, stinging shots. And Taylor, for a young fighter, showing patience, just doing his job. He mentioned the other day that, there's the overhand right again. He mentioned the other day that the difference between amateur boxing and the pros, in the pros, you can score. You can score to the body. In amateur boxing, they don't count body shots. And he said, now as a pro, I can score anywhere. I have to be busy. I have to throw punches. Under a minute remaining in round 4. Left hand from Garcia. Garcia is tough. He's absorbing, particularly absorbing a lot of jabs right in the face. There's a right hand, just bounces off Garcia's face. Garcia came in 20 wins, 4 losses, 5 draws, and 13 knockouts in those 20 wins. It's amazing. Well, he is standing there taking a beating. 10 seconds remaining in round 4. There's a tough man, Joe Garcia. They told him, hey, you got to throw the right hand right down the middle. We'll see if he can. Round 5, scheduled for 8 middleweights. Jermain Taylor, workmanlike, firing the jab. Counter right hand from Joe Garcia. Garcia just stands flat-footed and is taking some hard shots. His corner told him that Garcia wants to go down. He's finished. Garcia is a fairly tough individual. Referee Pete Santiago is
Snap it now.
taking a good look
Okay, break.
at Garcia, and if he continues to absorb this punishment,
Snap the jab.
Santiago could step in and stop it. Jermain Taylor getting a good workout. Body shot from Taylor. A left hand from Taylor. Taylor's been working the body and the head. Downstairs, upstairs. And he's pouring it on now. Garcia over in the far corner. Santiago taking a close look at Garcia. The right hand combinations bouncing off of Garcia's midsection.
All right, break. Watch that. All right, turn around. Turn around. Box.
His pants were falling down. Taylor's showing patience. A lot of young fighters at this point might be getting frustrated because Garcia won't go down. He's tough. He can take a punch. He's got a good jaw. Taylor keeps working methodically. Shows no frustration.
That's it.
Scoring heavily. Sure, most of these rounds you could score 10-8. Right hand from Taylor. Goodness, what a shot. And Garcia just stood there and took it. Garcia breathing through his mouth now. And 10 seconds remaining here in round 5 as Taylor slams away.
Time.
Here we go, round 6.
Okay, box.
And Jermain Taylor in the red trunks comes out to deliver more punishment to a man who has absorbed. It's been a long time since I've seen a fighter just stand flat-footed in front of his opponent and absorb so many hard punches. Taylor's jab. Taylor goes to the midsection, then he comes upstairs. Again, Garcia throws one punch and gets countered. It's amazing how this man has been able to absorb these punches. And as I look at his face here at ringside, his eyes, I mean, he has no swelling. His face is not unnecessarily reddened. Over in the corner.
That's it. Move. That's it.
Taylor goes to work.
Move your head. That's it. Move your head, Joe. Come on. Straight right, Joe.
Right hand.
Move, Joe. Move.
Taylor showing, a slamming right.
Hands up, Johnny. Hands up. That's it, Joe. Hands up, Johnny.
Pete Santiago, the referee, taking a hard look at Garcia standing in the corner.
That's it.
Oh, that body shot did it. Left to the midsection.
5, 6,
8 count.
7, 8. Where you going, baby? No?
No,
That's it.
shakes his head. He's had enough.
That's my piece.
I'm amazed that Garcia made it into the 6th round.
Good job.
You just crowned yourself. Once you gave yourself some room.
Here's
Ladies and
the
gentlemen,
official
referee Pete Santiago
time.
calls a halt to this bout. The official time is 2 minutes and 16 seconds of round number 6. The winner by TKO victory, his record now 9-0, 7 KOs. He's still the undefeated Jermain Bad Intentions Taylor.